We are ready to resume. Oh man, a lot of work has gone in. So you may notice that we are on a different planet, and I did move Laputa, and I had to move it through um, a save editor. Um, well, sort of a save editor. It's a tool. I mentioned it before. You can back up your bases and then reload them and everything. And the issue, there was an issue with the other planet um, that we were on because it had been discovered by someone with a. I assume it was someone with a name that had kanji in it or something, and so you couldn't see the fonts, and something went wrong, and I'm not sure what, but I kept trying to go to Laputa through the portal, and it was sending me to a different portal entirely, and I couldn't get it. Like I could get back to it by going to Disc Camp 1, which works just fine, and everything, but the portal for and I ended up having to just take the base down entirely and build it on a new planet. But yeah, as you can see, the picture switched for Laputa from it to this one to Disc Camp 1. Even though Disc Camp 1 has nothing to do with Laputa other than that they were on the same planet. But as you can see, I had to go ahead and rebuild Laputa on it. And I found a different world. It's a pretty nice world. It does have some storms, heat storms, but they're rare. They're few and far between. And yeah, so they do happen, though. And what you're looking at now is... there in the bottom left hand corner is the address, the portal address for the world where Laputa, and as you can see, we're having a storm right now outside, and that is one of the few things with this with the build and everything is, as you can see, the inside is not stormproof. I'm not sure what I would have to change to make it stormproof. Maybe reduce it by a level or something. But it's while it's not stormproof completely, it's like if you find a place where there's no storm, like I think mostly it's kind of random, really. I was going to say, that says million or something, but these are not connected to anything anymore, so we can actually take them down. There are nodes for those, but I decided not to build them for Laputa. Instead, Laputa is just going to have, its normal stuff here that I put in. And the plants up above, and I'll build mines for oxygen and all that stuff somewhere else, as their own thing. Mostly just because I think it looked, when I got over and moved it and everything, and I got to working on it, I think it looked odd to have the piping and everything going across the sky. You don't have that problem with the wiring because you can make it invisible and everything. But as you can see, if I can figure out which direction it's in, there it is. Yeah, as you can see, this makes this this looks perfectly acceptable, out floating in the sky, and you can't see that unless we're in the build mode, which is what I'm doing. Haha! See. I'm glad I built it the way I did, because now I don't fall through the damn floor all the way. I fall into the underside of the thing, but I don't actually fall all the way through. But no, yeah, I noticed when I was underneath, I wasn't getting hit with the rain. My guess is that if we rebuilt it and removed one of the levels, but I like it the way it is. I would prefer if the developers just fix the shit so that you can have slightly taller buildings without having to let the storm in and everything. But I like it. I like the way it looks and everything. And the storms aren't frequent enough for me for it to worry me that much and everything. So. Also, if I really need protection, you're perfectly protected inside any of these pre-built structures that we have for plants. So anyway, yeah, and I wish I could tell you what actually went wrong with the other one, the other build. I know I put the portal address for that one out there, and you may have gone and tried to find it and everything, but I don't intend to move it again. But because I don't know why it had the problem in the first place. But yeah, I kept ending up in a system that, in fact, I can show you which system it was. It was a system we had never even visited. And I moved it to the removed systems thing, and Rayaga was where it was, and that was, and it was, and I'll restore it. I'll show you what I was talking about there. Yeah, and as you can see, it's discovered 9 years ago by block. And I don't know what, but maybe somebody else who has block has another system or something. And the thing is, it's one of these, and I know now I don't remember what it was. We kept being sent to another system, and it started with a Y. I think maybe it was this one. No, yeah. So anyway, at this point, I don't remember. I put them both in the list at once because I didn't want to be messed up didn't want to get messed up anymore. But yeah, it kept transporting us to the wrong system when I tried to teleport to it. It would teleport me to the right system when I went to Disc Camp 1, which is why that one's still in the list. But yeah, the Laputa wasn't. And I don't know why it wasn't. I don't really understand what was going on there. It might have had something to do, and I've still got, I hate to say this, but I still keep suffering from that bug but it hasn't hit me but once when I first moved the base. There was a bug where I couldn't access the build menu, but it's only occurred once. So I don't know if maybe that had something to do with it. Anyway, that appears to be fixed. We've got a new system for Laputa to hang in the sky of. And as you can see, I'm going to give you a good look down here and everything. It is an absolutely beautiful system, planet and everything. It's got purple trees and golden plains of grass. It's amazing looking. Yeah, its only drawback is that it does have the occasional storm, but they're relatively short in duration and infrequent to occur. So, I mean, I ran around on the planet for something like 2 hours, and I think I only got stormed on once during that whole period. Now, I'm not saying that it'll always be that infrequent, but just saying that, if you want to come visit, you're probably not going to have too much of a problem. It's also not extreme storms. They're just regular storms. So they don't, super drain your hazard protection when they go off. All right, so now the next thing on our list of stuff. Oh, and as you can see, I murdered some pirate ships. And I just haven't equipped the things yet because I wanted to show them to you before I did. We got a fleet fuel unit, combat unit and a mining unit so far from killing pirate ships, and that was actually I got those during the phase when I was warping, everywhere basically to get new dissonant camps. I'm gonna turn that off now, so it's not on there forever. If you still want it, it should now have been up for like at least 5 or 10 minutes of the recording and everything. So you should be able to just scroll back to the first part and get it at any point if you want it. So now the next thing I wanted to show you those, but then I went ahead and I already did all of the inventory maintenance here for this. This is it, and this is everything we got in terms of. I just went until I basically, I'm not out of money, but I'm basically out of money. So this is what I got in terms of saleables. I want to keep some of these. I need 32 of them. Yeah. So I want to move those. That's fine. And then the rest I'll keep in. We're gonna move it. We're just gonna move it to our exit. Yeah. I also discovered something about if you're carrying all of this much contraband. And you go to a normal system and fly around, if you have like 8 passports, that's one thing. If you have hundreds of pieces of contraband in your inventory, you'll get scanned literally every 30 seconds or so. It'll just keep trying to scan you over and over and over again until you miss one of the things. And the worst part about it is even if you do the interceptor battle and kill the carrier, it will still scan you after 30 more seconds and you have to do it again. So yeah, that's a significant thing to remember if you go and do a playthrough like this on your own. When you have a huge cargo load of contraband, that you're going to get scanned a lot. And as you can see, I did kill one of the carriers. Just to test that out to see if it would like disable the them flying after me. It doesn't, or it didn't rather. Okay, so and we still have we actually still have the majority of our money. Yeah, now we did pretty good on I did, I guess it was about 8 rounds, and by that I mean I hit every station and every dissonant camp 8 times. And of course I had 20 dissonant camps when I did that. So, and I think we averaged about one expansion slot module of one type or another for basically every visit that we did. And of course we already had some. So yeah, I mean, we did okay as far as that goes. And of course the cargo bulkheads, those are from somewhere else. We didn't even get any of those during the round, so it was all just these 3, but it gives us a pretty good number of storage augmentations to apply to our ship. I mean, it's not enough. Like the ship's, I think, is 120 of the cargo space, and it's like 60 or 10, 20, 30, 50, 60, like 70 or something, I think, because I think we actually have, well, no, I think this one is maxed out. Never mind. So it's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, so it's 50 it's 50 of the technology slots, and then 120, I think, of this. Of course, that might be different for the different classes of ship, but that's close. But yeah, we have 105, so I mean it's still not enough to. We might max out one ship, especially if it's already got a fair number of slots open. But so that brings me to our next thing. We're going to go ahead and go to one of our normal stations to do our trade and see where our money's at. That's why I bought all of the black market goods, is so that we could just pop into one of these stations. I still like Will-O-the-Wisp. It's one of my favorites, at name-wise. I don't really care which normal station we go to, but I did acquire a few more black market passports. Not many. I think we're at 9. I think I bought like 3 of them while I was doing all of the going from station to station and everything. So and all we're doing is selling. And now selling contraband doesn't necessarily have to be done at a station. But I'm doing it at a station because I feel like doing it anywhere else, yeah, you could get away with not using your forged passports and everything, and then sell them like on one of the planets in the system or something. But I feel like for me, that's sort of a cop out and everything. And I'm like, yeah, okay, I could do that, but then I would feel like that I'm just avoiding going to the stations and everything when I feel like this kind of transaction would have to be done in a black market sort of setting, and everything on the station. You would have to, be at risk, and that's why you have to use the passport. I don't know. It just feels like it fits the rules that I made better. Making sure I've got everything. There we go. Yeah, and the blood salt, I'm not sure. Might not even do that one next time. I can't imagine that we're making a whole lot of profit on those. Ether's not. So, well, okay. Yeah, I mean, we're back to 153 million. After selling all our, and of course I'm not exactly sure how much of a profit that actually worked out to be. It might tell us. Alright, that's not the one I wanted. Go to here. Under the gate. Yeah, I know. Okay, we did do. Clearly, we got the highest medal in smuggling, but I was hoping. Yeah, and that's the run we just did, obviously. Well, no, that's a total. Okay, so yeah, most of it is still. Killed 5 walkers, obviously. Man, we really need to gain some more standing with the Gek. Look at the standing we have with the freaking. Okay, 566. Now I'm not sure how it's like. I guess that's just what we've actually farmed directly. In terms of, look at that. Okay. Well, it doesn't really go. I wish it did kind of go into a little more detail about that stuff. There's not much. And of course, that's all just stuff like, whenever you encounter various monoliths and things like that, it keeps a record of them. Which is nice. I discovered that not only does it keep a record of them, but it keeps a record of all the, different languages and everything. So, and it translates them as you go. When you get more words, you can go back and go, oh, that's what that monolith said. passport. We will warp back to Laputa. Yeah, and as far as that bug goes with the base, shit like that just sometimes happens. Sometimes it's a glitch. Sometimes it's just the files and stuff get stuff. And by the way, just I know some of you probably might be thinking that, oh, maybe it's from backing it up. That's possible. It is possible. I've only used that tool once or twice before. And everything, and it's possible that doing the original backup somehow screwed up the original base and messed up like its location in the teleport thing. I can't say that that's not what happened, but since I restored it, I haven't had the problem. So, maybe as long as I don't have to back up the base again, it should be fine. So. But I have to admit, I'm gonna, back up my, bases like this one, because this took a long time to build. It was an extremely long build to get this one, and it's awesome. I want to be able to restore it, basically on every save I play in, because it's super cool and everything. So yeah, later on, I want to be able to go back. Yeah, I want Laputa back in my new save or whatever. So the last thing, this is, just the next thing that, and I guess I may record it. I don't know. My thing with the recording of this is I'm going to be opening. Yeah, and as you can see, this is where all our money went. Is I bought these, and now I'm just going to open them. And I'm going to use I'm going to use some of them to get our starship into shape. I should have enough now for the starship that I wanted to do, so we're going to go do that. We need to go to our freighter first. And I know it was right there, and I sat there and but all right. So the first things first, we're going to head and trading this ship. And of course, there's really no way to, I guess I could just go down and trade it for another ship, like on a planet or something, but I've already stripped everything off of it, and everything. So what I'm just going to take it over to the Outlaw station. It's not actually worth a significant, comparatively, it is not worth a significant amount of money. So, or parts and everything. So, just taking it apart, I think, is a reasonable method of exchange. I take this one apart, and then I'm allowed to use the other one. Okay, 45.5. Okay, it's worth more than I thought it was. But here, we won't even get money out of it. We're just going to extract a customization module. Let me look, see if there are any parts. I don't want either of the wings. Yeah, the double buttholes is not my favorite. I really don't like any of the parts for this one. But, you know, it's basically, I mean, that's fine, because it's basically just so that we're not really getting anything out of it anyway. And since I hate the parts that we're going to be getting, we won't be getting anything out of it. We'll take the cockpit, because that's the least horrendous thing. Not that it is yeah, I hate that one. It's got the stupid box down in the front and everything. Yeah, definitely not my style, for sure. Okay, so then we'll switch out for this guy. Here's our dude. This is our fella right here. Now we have 100,000. That should be enough to upgrade class 10,000. That gets it to B. $165, 179. Get it to A. 268. Okay. So far, I'm feeling pretty happy about that. I mean, I'm not sure where exactly that lies, but we'll go compare them with our natural A classes. In fact, I'm gonna write it down at A class. Hold on, I'm gonna write these down. I wish they'd just give you a notebook so you can write these down in the game itself or something. But all right, so we got 268.1, 185.1. I have a feeling that's going to be a little low. 620.8 and 352. Okay. Alright, and then final upgrade. I'm going to go ahead and do it. I wrote those down so, because it's not going to stop me from, oh, no. Almost scrapped the damn thing. So what I hate about doing that. Alright, so last upgrade to S class. There we go. And of course, we used up almost all of our current stock of nanites. That's fine. That's why we bought all of those things. And then 302, 199.7, 632, and 463. I'm feeling pretty good about those numbers. And you know, I'm not unhappy about that layout. Really? Let's see. I mean, there is a slot missing. So there's still a slot somewhere. It's probably going to be over here somewhere, since you know those are the only slots that are still unopened, or it'll be down below. But really, that's not bad. With only one separating each one, you could do a different system in each one, or you could do, you know, one system as a block like this, and then one system as a block like this, you know, and have two for one system and one for another. So I'm not entirely unhappy with that. I mean, I know people like, and I like them being in a 4 square like that and having a perfect, but honestly, I mean, it's almost overkill. Like, you really don't need that much firepower, or you know, like right, like anything, like. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure that you actually need that much boost to anything to have, you know, 4 all in one thing. So yeah, I'm happy with this layout. It's not a perfect layout, as you know what people would say is a perfect layout, but I like it. I think it's gonna be okay. because they're close enough that you can put a system into multiples if you want, but you know it's actually set up easier so you can put, you know, at least one supercharger into each different system, or you know, that you have on the ships. So the next upgrade will be purchasing storage. We want to purchase. Nope. Then I knew it would be one of these. Now that one is a long way from the others, so that's not ideal right there. But oh, were those 75 million units apiece? I thought they were 75,000 units apiece. Okay, well, I guess that's all of that. That's all of that money. It's not all of our money, it's just all of the money that I have on me. So we're going to have to, as I thought, I'm going to have to go ahead and break into this. Which is not a surprise. It really. Where are they? Yeah, just gotta make sure we don't sell. I don't think we hit 4 billion. Probably 3, very close to 3. We have one more thing to sell. Yeah. Yeah, we broke 3. If you break 4, don't keep going, because just over 4 billion somewhere, you stop. You can't get any more money after that. And if you keep selling stuff, the money's just gone. So I don't think we're gonna have that problem though, because I was gonna buy a few more. Okay, so these clearly have more than the other. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these have at least 6. All right, so yeah, there we go. Okay, so I'm happy with that. We still have 1 billion left. Of course, we just had 3, or well, yeah, almost 4 billion. 3 billion. I can't remember. Doesn't matter. We just had a lot more than we do now, but that's plenty. We will be able to do pretty much anything we want with that amount of money, other than, you know, fill out an entire ship's slot thing. But we will go to our freighter and we will get these, and now, of course, you know, these are worth a lot more now that we're using them on a ship that has already been, you know, that we've already paid to upgrade, because you know, each one of these augmentations is now worth 75 million. You know, whereas before they weren't. All right. Now here's the thing. I'm not going to buy any more slots for this ship. Now, I know people are like, well, why wouldn't you? Okay, the reason I wouldn't is because of the transfer distance problem. These slots, they're fine for putting stuff in that you're using while you're flying the ship. You know, they're fine for, you know, holding the stuff that you get when you're fighting in your starship and everything. And there's more. This is more than enough slots for that. But because of the way that it makes it so you can't, if you're any pardon me. If you're any distance from your starship, you can't use anything that's in these slots. So they're not useful for long-term storage. Like normally in a game where I don't have that limitation, all of my materials would be in my starship inventory, not in my exosuit inventory, which would make a lot of the stuff that we do much easier, because, you know, I would have less management of this inventory to do all the time. But since I have to keep, you know, it's either there or the freighter, and as you've noticed, freighter inventory slots are much harder to come by. It takes a lot longer to get a bunch of them. And yes, while I do have the cargo things, I would actually rather use those to get some more technology slots, so that we can install some more of these, than to get here. Because we don't, as you've seen, because we have this, we don't really need a lot of this for that. So yeah, I'm making weirder decisions than I normally would because I put the stack thing in there, you know, and everything. And that is true, that because we have so much bigger stack sizes, that I am making different decisions than I normally would make about, like, I would have gone and actually gotten more cargo expanders already, and spent a bunch of time farming the cargo expanders to to get more freighter space. And what I would have done is then done what I normally do with the starship with the freighter inventory. I would have turned its normal inventory spaces into my space for this inventory, and then had the exosuit, you know, to build up other stuff in. But since I don't have to do that, you know, and everything, I've just got it the way it is. The only reason that I don't do it in here instead, because you know, this is my sort of the overflow for my main inventory. When this maxes out something, then it moves over to that one. So the next thing that we've got is to get some more nanites and everything. So anyway, where I was actually going with that is we're going to keep the rest of these for our another ship. We're definitely going to have other ships. From time to time I'll want to. We've already got that red one. And I know that I want to build at least a fighter, and I want to build a science vessel, exploration. That's the word I'm looking for. And we already have the parts. We already have some parts that work for all of these are for an exploration vessel. So we have actually 3 wings. But the problem, of course, with these is that none of them are matchy. Like, and I like my wings matchy. I'm not big on the one long wing and one drum wing on a Firefly. I like the Firefly hull, but I either want the long wings or the short wings or the drum wings. But so far we haven't found crashes with, to make it so that we have 2 of those. I think my big problem right now is that I don't remember which ones are left and right, and it doesn't appear to say. So maybe they're not specific. Like, maybe if I get 2 glider wings, even if they're from the right side, I can still use them both for right and left. I'm not positive about that. I would have to go to a building terminal, which is at a normal station, to actually check whether or not that would work. So, but for right now, until we get more parts and can actually test it directly, I don't have any plans to do that. What I am going to do, and what all of those now free starship inventory slots are going to be perfectly useful for, are opening all of these. I may have massacred a few sentinels. And now, most of these aren't from massacring sentinels. Most of these are from, we got them from looting the autophage dudes and everything. And I noticed something about that. You know, whenever you give them Atlanteum, you know, you give them 71. That's how many. It's always 71. And I was noticing the stuff that you get from them were stacks of 71 items. Always 71. And I was like, well, that's curious. So I'm almost positive that someone has actually programmed it so that 71 has meaning. That 71 number has meaning in terms of the game, but you normally can't see it because the stack size that the game has programmed only allows 10. It only allows you to get 10 of an item from it. But since the stack size is so much bigger because of the mod I've got, it's giving me what you should normally be getting, or what the game thinks you should be getting, based on however it's been programmed, and that is 71, which seems to be a meaningful number because that's exactly the same number of Atlanteum that whenever you feed them, it says feed it so much, circuits, and it's always 71 of that and everything. So I just noticed that, and I thought, well, that's an interesting, and I don't know if it's meaningful or not, but it's just an odd coincidence. If it is a coincidence, I just think that that it's unlikely to be an actual coincidence. I don't know why it would be that way, though. I don't know why that would be important. But I'm guessing it probably was originally like that, and then somebody said, well, that's just too much. You're giving them too much stuff, from doing that, and said, well, just limit the stack size. And they did that, but they didn't change the amount of reward. It just changed it because it would give you a whole stack, which was 10 of anything, and everything. But then when I did it and it changed the stack size, now I'm getting what the original reward was, which is 71. And we're not these are just for, and as you can see, just those two things right there is going to get us back over 100,000. So we will have no trouble upgrading our other ships to S-class whenever we're ready to do that. For right now, though, I've still got all of these. So now, the suspicious packet arms, we're going to do those first. I'm going to move these down here because these are going to be multi-tool things. And now we do have, I did get I did a mission to get some dinosaur bones, and we found this on one of the missions, and as you can see, it's one of the, I said I wanted to get a royal, and this is one of the royal multi-tools. It's scanner. It's all scanner. So it's got the best scanner range and all of that kind of stuff. So if we want to do anything that's specializing in scanner and everything, then that's the one to go with. Of course, this looks much better right now because it's got all the boosts and everything. But I did get that, which I can't. Sorry, I keep forgetting I don't have it assigned to a number. So I do have that, but so when I take these, I'm gonna get some mostly scanner stuff. Is where I was going with that. You know, I'm just gonna pick something like probably the scatter blaster and the blaze javelin are fine. That's what's already in there and everything. So you know, I'll just get some stuff to equip to it. Out of all of the stuff that's going to be that we're going to get when we open all of this. And just ignore the robotic dog barking. That's what it sounds like to me. Is that noise in the background? Honestly, I don't even know if you can hear that under noise. It's so low. Whew. Switch to my right hand. I can press faster with that one. Alright. And I'm not going to bother donating any of this stuff. I'm just going to sell it. We spent so much money to get all of this stuff and everything that it's for me it's just better to oh no oh no, I screwed up, guys. I screwed up. I sold all our nope. We're gonna have to. I know you don't want to watch me do this next part. Okay, now let's just pretend that I didn't accidentally just have to reload because I sold our entire stack of stuff. We'll just pretend that didn't happen at all, and instead it would just this never happened, and this is and now yes, I'm moving the thing every time to make sure what it is not our stack of tech. There we go. Yeah. Probably a good idea not to get impatient and accidentally sell your important stuff. So here we got. Okay, so that one's going to be sold for sure. We're not putting a neutron cannon in the new one. No geology cannon either. No plasma launcher. We will want an infernite in the new ship. That's not very many infernite for as many as we had opened. No pulse spitter, no bolt caster. We're gonna put a scatter blaster. That's gonna be. Phase beam, yep, we're going to want a phase beam. Okay, so. Whoop, that's not the right multi-tool. I didn't change the multi-tool. After we, yeah. So, there we go. Okay, so. Well, we definitely want a reduction of time to full. We want a good time to full power, and it looks like it can be very high. So, I don't think. And so, Right now, our target numbers are like 5% and 25%, it looks like. And none of these are anywhere close, so. Honestly, none of these are. I mean, because if you're not even going to give us 2 of the stats, ick. We might not get anything worthwhile off of this stack. Oh, there's one that's relatively good, I think. At least it's got both things. No, I don't think that one's good, but I think that, you know, at least it's got both stats that we need. So it's better than ones that just have one of the stats. Alright, so for right now, that's the ones we're keeping. We're gonna keep all of those. For it. It's photon cannon. Oh, they've all got 4. Not sure how good they are. That one's got 3% damage. Burst cooldown minus 14%. Reload time is probably a really good one for this. So right now, And I know it feels like wasting them, but like the reload time on this one is it's pretty good, but the damage is mediocre. It's 2% lower than the best I've seen, and the fire rate is absolute garbage. The clip size, that's just an add-on thing that really doesn't seem to actually matter. I'm sure it does, but what I mean is that, you know, almost all of them have clip size. Yeah. As just an added... Oh, now see, that's a good one. That's a really good one right there. I'm gonna have to look at the other ones to see if that one's okay. So... side by side. Oh man, this one's got a better reload time, but this one's got better damage and very slightly better fire rate. I can't really make a decision on that one. Honestly though, I don't think I have to, because I think these four, yeah, I think these four are gonna be yeah, we didn't get, because I think that'll be in the tech, will be where we get the any scanner upgrades, which I'll pretty much, I think I'll probably just fill all the rest of those slots, because we're not going to use it for mining. It's definitely not what we're going to have it with us for. All right, so I think. Alright, and then the rest of these we're selling. I'm trying not to get confused, that's why I'm moving things to different inventories. Alright, so we're not gonna upgrade its photon. Well, no, we're not gonna upgrade its photon cannon. Save. Honestly, you think 450 is enough, but then, you know, you just go and start installing the things that you get from it, and you realize, well, crap, I need more than 30 of these or whatever to get good ones. Yeah, I know. It's just, that's the way these X modules are. You might go through, and I went through a stack of 60 of them once and didn't get a single good one. I had to go back and get more. Okay. Alright, so, we have really good hazard protection already, as far as these go. I still got to get those, but I think I'll actually have to go buy them from the anomaly. Oh, I did get this, and I got that for free. I got it for free from somewhere. I don't know where. I don't believe I bought it. There we go. That's where that goes. All right. I believe, you know what I'm going to do. All right, I'm going to look at what we have here, because I know we have good ones here. Okay, so well, we don't. One of them is crap. So, but actually two of them are kind of crap. Oh no, that's pulse drive power. That's a different one. That's we do want that. That's a good thing. Okay, so it's 3. Boost maneuverability and efficiency. Alright, and at this point, I'm going to just... If they've got 3, they move up. If they don't have 3, they just go away. I'm not checking to see if if the 3 are good. I'm just, if it's got 3, it goes into the next round. It's a 3 elimination round. Single good one in that last one. I'm not sure any of those are actually good either. Yeah, like I haven't seen one that was actually all right. I may have to go for do another round of pickups. That one's pretty good. So that one's currently number 1. They're all lackluster. That's the only one that's actually worth it. Worth keeping. Wow, for 30, going through 30 and only getting 1, that's pretty shit. Oh, okay, that's good. That should have been in the sell stuff. Oh, that's right. That's because we haven't gone through these for what we're selling and what's not. How do I feel about our movement? I believe most of our movement stuff is really good, and I have been quite happy with it. I believe these are three. I believe those are the three: heat dispersion, damage, and fire rate. I'm gonna check. These, yeah. Okay. So 6, 12, 15. That's in last place at the moment. 6, 14, 13. 4, 8, 15. Yeah, and that doesn't really surprise me. This ship is actually going to be uh, show a better number because we've got we've got all four supercharged slots on this weapon right here, and everything. So yeah, we're going to do a little bit less damage with this ship. Well, we're actually not going to do less damage, but it's going to show less damage. And the reason for that is because the Sentinel ship gets a damage bonus. So while it shows 352, what we're actually going to be hitting for is going to be about the same. When it comes down to it. And the fact we've only got one supercharged slot here. I'm gotta make sure I'm putting the right one in there. So 6, 6, 6. Yeah. Yep. 15, 14, 15. Yeah. That's the best one, I believe. Not by a lot, but a little bit. But just a tiny, tiny margin. And of course, we have our pilot interface, which is, I guess that's why we get our extra line of slots and everything, is because we have stuff that is just, it just sits there, and which is fine. They give us extra technology slots for that. Okay, so now we will dismantle that one because we don't need it no more. Warp core can go in there. Anti-gravity. And then over here we will put... Technology installed. Oh, I don't have the, I should have taken one off. I had other ships that had them, and now I don't have an extra one. And I didn't buy it. Ah, that's so funny that I didn't buy it. If I have enough stuff... Oh yeah, I should be able to buy that with nanites anyway. I don't need salvage data for that. Item received. Yeah. At this pump, I'm just buy everything. Item received. Item received. Item received. Item received. Okay. Now we have all the ship technologies. Yeah, we could have gotten the rest of those from finding down starships and all that kind of stuff, but we have so many nanites now that we might as well just buy them. So smoke and mirrors, so we need to. We are on a roll of crap-tastic ones. That one had 4. I had to pause though because they were 4. They weren't good. They weren't good stats. Just 4 stats. There we go. That one's the closest to perfect. And I know what perfect is because I one time got a perfect one. It's 50% and 11,000 on all 3 types. I got one once and I was just like, oh my god, I can't fucking believe it. Okay. the worst thing I've ever seen. I should have kept that 232 one. So 313 is definitely on our list. Anything over 3. Alright, so we got 289 on second tier. 283. I believe it's just the 2, damage and heat dispersion, right? $31.99's definitely in. $29.98 is probably in. $29.93. I was gonna say $31.99, right? Yep, that's the best one. Right. Now, I was gonna say, what did we get screwed on? Pulse engines. We got screwed on pulse engine upgrades. So we need more of those. We definitely need more pulse engine upgrades. And you'll notice we didn't get anything for the launch system. I think you actually, I don't think you can actually get those from the different packets for some reason. I think they may have just forgotten to put them in. And he doesn't have either one. Oh, we'll be able to buy some from. That's what I'm going to do for those. I'm probably just going to buy a bunch of them. Oh, wait. I needed to sell to him first. About 300 grand. That's good. We could do 3 ships up to S class from C class for that. No problem whatsoever.
Technology recharge.
So now I just need to go and buy some pulse engine. From one of these others. We just gotta find one that has pulse engine. Modules for sale. Oh! Sorry, I'm stretching. Sorry about that. I had one of those things where I wasn't even meaning to, and I sat up straight, and my body just started stretching on its own. There we go. He's got some. So it was pulse engine. What else? Was it just pulse engine? Yeah, I think it was. I know, it takes a long time to do it, having to reload and stuff from that guy, from this one, but... Oh, launch thrusters. That was the other one. Cool. Okay, so now we have places to go for both. All right, I'm gonna put you on pause because this is gonna take a little bit. I'm gonna have to go back and forth and grab some more 11111. Yep. Okay, we're back. We're back. That was annoying. I ended up buying a bunch of more packet things and a bunch of the things that, as you can see, I ended up selling a bunch more. But I bought a bunch, but then I got tired of doing it because it's really annoying just going back and forth and only being able to buy one and one and one. Anyway, so this is how many I finally ended up with. We're gonna go ahead and open them up now. Hopefully I won't even need to open up this many. But to be honest with you, we still need some for our other ship. Is not the pulse engines on it aren't that particular good. The upgrades aren't that good on it either. Yeah, and the launch thrusters thing, I just kept buying and buying. That's why I had so few. But that's why I had fewer of those. I guess I stopped at 88. Oh man. Yeah, and if you think I went overboard, look at how many I'm going through. Just trying to get even one good one. Well, okay, I got 3 relatively good ones. I think I do have one good one up, really good one up there. That's that one. Oh no, 2. Okay, that one's okay. It's not great, but it's okay. That one's great. I think that one's maximum, actually. Yeah, I think 25, 30, 20 is probably the best you can get. So we have one maximum. I'm going to put it over there. Stupid expensive. Anyway, the reason I bought the packaged ones so I could resell all the other stuff was because I spent a buttload of our nanites and I wanted to get them back, so I did. That's why I ended up with so many of this one and not quite as many of that one, because I kept buying them. And then I was like, I've used up like 100,000 of our nanites. You just tried to tell me I went overboard. Not by much, though. Because some of these are still mediocre. Let's see. Alright, so... yeah, because that one's perfect, so that one definitely goes in the supercharged slot. That one, I believe, is... And there can't possibly be any way, because I don't think that we're gonna need 80. I don't know why I was not thinking, honestly, and I just kept buying them. And I know it was a huge waste because we're gonna lose money if we're losing nanites, even if I do get good ones right off the bat and can sell them back. Of course, I'm using up all of these because. Like I said, our other ship needs one. It needs some as well. And man, we are really getting royally. I mean, we got a few, but we had over 100. Like, we had over 100, and we've gotten 8. We've gotten 8 good ones in 100. That's 8%. That's shit. That's absolute trash. Okay. Leave that one. Yeah, that one's the best one. So, yeah, that's what I wanted for this one, and then we'll switch to the other starship. Hopefully, I think it does have one good one already in here. Yeah. Yeah, that one's good. That one's not that good. Okay, so the other... they're in the other starship, aren't they? Don't you judge me! We'll fill it out. We need 4 of those, huh? Well, we'll get us 4 of those. 19 nanites ain't even worth it. It's not even worth it. I'd have to walk over there. Okay. was gonna say, I'm pretty sure this just, yeah, it's just reduced launch cost and boost. I think that's all you get from these. Okay, so I'm guessing 2510 probably is the highest you can get. You know, I thought I went crazy on these. Apparently I did not. Because I think we used all of our luck up already. And that one's, well, at least the launch cost is almost max. There we go. Alright, so we got At this point, we might as well just open the last 4, right? Okay, so that one's gone. 19.9. I think that's the lowest. Okay, we're gonna keep those. All right, we might have a little extra space to play with on this one.
Technology installed. Technology installed. Technology installed.
Oh, it's not in this system. We're done here though anyway, so. Oh, I just wondered what system it's in. We'll just go to our base. We will go to Laputa. We can call it from there. If it's not already above Laputa, which it probably is. That's probably where I left it. No, there it is. Now it's above Laputa. Oh. It's because it's installed next to the Aquajet, isn't it? So where's the... There, up here.
Technology recharge.
Smoke. Sorry. I love that. Yeah, and we can't install this stuff in our new ship. Because it doesn't, you can't replace most of the, yeah, like you can't replace the Atlas stuff. It all of that stuff, it's like its own special type of technology, so you can't even install the special stuff in these ships and everything. So there you go. Okay, we do need an indium drive. I really not have any? Oh, well, I guess I don't have any counterfeit circuits, do I? I'll have to buy those. Solar mirrors, though, I can make those. I believe I needed 2. Ah, yes, and now the conundrum that we just left. The place where I have to buy. Well, we're in a... No, they probably won't have any. No. Nope. Sometimes the black market traders will have some, but... Every time I do that now, I think I'm gonna end up just on some random planet, and that's what was happening. I was just appearing at apparently a random spot, or maybe the corresponding spot on the other planet to where the city was. And the weird thing is you would think if you were appearing randomly, it would at least put you at the right place in the air, but it wasn't. I was on the ground every time. I mean, I can't say anything. It's not the first... It is not by any means the first bug I have run into. And it wasn't like it was truly game-breaking. Like, you could fix it. There was a way to fix it, so... Okay, so none here. Yeah, we'll have to go from place to place, from station to station till we find some. We need 2 counterfeit circuits. One of the black markets, we have a lot of black market stations now. We should be able to find some at one of them. Not this one though. Try another one. Try again, stupid! Go.
Product received.
And install. Install. Let's see. So we're using something better than that already. We already have better. We do want that. 2 solar mirrors.
Technology installed.
Might as well do the efficient thrusters as well. Need any of those? We don't really need any of that. 3 microprocessors.
Technology installed.
Now you can't tell me I ain't got no fucking walker brains. Damn it, we moved again. Keep forgetting. I'll keep forgetting that we moved. It's fine. It's fine. Gonna finish this session up and then go get something to eat. Hungry. Just a little hungry. So now, I was gonna say, I know we have walker brain. We should have had the other thing too, but I didn't.
Technology
Definitely the
installed.
aqua jets. I think that is it. Rest is all just this stuff.
Technology installed.
I don't have any trails and everything working anyway. Hope that oh. No, I do want shields over there, don't I? Damn it. Our lowest one. 283. Sorry, getting rid of one. I overwent on that one anyway. I got 5 instead of 4. I actually miscounted. I thought I only had 4, to be honest with you. And when I just looked there, I was like, oh no, I have more than 4.
Technology installed. Technology installed. Technology installed.
I wish it would actually just show all of them, just a line of bobbleheads across the
Technology installed.
across the dashboard of your ship. Just bobble, 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 bobble. Or I love bobble.
Technology installed. Technology installed. Technology installed.
Now, if I remember correctly, it was just
Technology installed.
this one and this one.
Technology installed.
All the colored, none of the colored ones did. Yeah.
Technology installed.
Oh no, that one did. Oh no, they didn't add anything. Yeah, that one definitely did add something. So, oh no, that one didn't. So that one doesn't, as you can see, it doesn't change any of the stats. So that one's out. That's also out. So was it the colored ones that just... Okay, so that golden one does. That doesn't. That one doesn't.
Technology installed.
It's only costing us some ferrite dust to put these in, so. That one doesn't. Well, no, it doesn't. Oh, okay, well, no, because now it's connected to that one. Okay, so it does, but only one of them does. See? As long as it's touching these, it does, but only one. And only if it's touching Polo? Okay, so...
Technology installed.
See, they've changed this. According to what everybody says, you can install as many of these as you want and you get the bonus. But no, that's... I guess you can install one, and as long as it's touching one of these others, you get a maneuverability bonus. Well, then I'm going to use my fucking favorite one, right? Since you only get the bonus for one anyway, you might as well use the one that you like the best.
Technology installed.
And I guess since these are extras anyway, might as well.
Technology installed.
We have the slots, so I feel like just...
Technology installed. Technology installed. Technology installed.
Now those don't really do any good unless they're touching. Well, of course, we can make them touch. Since those don't actually affect with touching anyway. Yeah, oh, it does. You know, so it does improve hyperdrive range there when it's touching one of these.
Technology installed.
We have more cadmium than we know what to do with.
Technology installed.
There we go. We boosted our hyperdrive range a little bit extra. Not much though, because apparently. $2188 is our highest. 5. Okay. So it looks like that's the highest we're going to get. It's 2188.8. We'll just leave the one slot open. We could put a blade of armor in it, but it would really need to touch something over here, and we've already filled up everything. Alright. Little inventory maintenance here. Wait, we didn't do too bad. We got it all equipped out and everything, and we ended up with 1,300,000 nanites. We still have an awful lot of space in our exosuit. I've still got stuff I need to buy for it. Alrighty then. Alright guys, so well, I'm gonna finish. Let me do this real quick. I'm gonna do this, then I'm gonna take a break, go get me something to eat, and then I will pick up again in with a new episode. This one will be slightly short compared to some of the really long ones, but I think that's fine. Because that way, you know, anybody who's not interested in watching me do, you know, all of this can just skip this one and move on to the next one. Yeah, and I'll be honest with you, I never want to live without the stack size improvement thing again. Like, I even want it normal now. Me and my hoarder tendencies. I am kind of hoarding her. What broke down into Viking effigies? That's what I wanted. Something did. Something we broke down a lot of. Gave us Viking effigies for every one of them. Alright. There. Might as well go ahead and install them. Alright. So, you saw me do it? You saw me go through all of that? There's an awful lot of stuff. And, yeah, I think we are now ready to progress. Okay, and I'm gonna apologize here for taking the time out. Yes, I took all of that time and I did all of that stuff and everything when I could have just gone ahead and done the questing and everything like that. But I wanted to go ahead and actually, you know, play like I normally would play. And at this point in most playthroughs, this is what I do. I stop, I get bored of the ship that I've been flying. I want to get a new ship, so I go and do that and everything. And then I got to do all the stuff that is involved and around doing that. And everything. But now I've got us a new ship, and I promise we will go on and we'll go on through the rest of the quest. We're going to finish, we're going to get through to the end of the universe with what we have. I'm not going to stop and do another, you know, any more ships and stuff. It will switch back and forth. If I get tired of this one, I'll go with the solar ship for now. And later on, I might do other ships, but for now, we're going to get to the final push to get to the end of the universe, get through the quest lines and do that. So now we're going to rename our new ship. That'll do for now. It's going to be the Nautilus. 20,000 light years in the blackest sea, I guess. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoy the next one. See you there.